But no, I like I think I don't know, trying to be like, just writing more. I want to try to get into more video games to like I just want to be like, I don't know, like more me. So, that's a goal for me, to be more me.
Be more me.
Be more me.
Be more
That's
Gio.
That's going on a shirt.
That's a
going on a
shirt.
shirt.
That's the intro. This is the intro.
From Mr. Broke Productions, in an association with Maximillionaire and Vice City Kingpin, present to you Life on Easy Mode. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Okay, before we get into this, yes, I forgot my ring light. Yes, I'm taking full credit for that responsibility.
Oh,
I am so sorry.
I wasn't even going to mention that. I was going to say if it looks a little dim, someone forgot the ring light, but I didn't even think that was that big of a deal to mention.
It's only because it's always here.
True.
And I just, out of habit, didn't bring it.
No, you know what he said to me? He goes, "Hey, the ring light that's at your house, that's mine. Can I like get that back? Because I'm actually going to put it to use." You know what he hasn't done yet? Put it to use.
No, I was trying.
What did you do?
What'd you do?
Is it something you don't want to say?
I was gonna live stream fucking FNAF, but I was like, oh, this.
So what about the movie scripts that you're working on?
Yeah.
The
no,
three
'cause
movies.
Yeah, I've been writing.
Okay.
What do you
wanna
need
tell
a
us
ring
about-
light? What do you need a ring light for then?
Yeah, he's been writing more than movies
So it's-
too.
But like, wait, what?
Wait, what?
The song.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I did write a song. Yeah.
Is that something you want to mention yet, or you want to keep it on the hush?
So I directed a porno. But no,
You know,
I've
I
actually
even said-
I've actually had this. I haven't like started writing a script, but like I have this really cool idea. But like it has to delve around like because I love like the crime shows and stuff like that. So I want to kind of like make it like a detective noir story. So like, but like making a detective story is so hard and complicated because you have to know how it exactly like. From the beginning, middle, and end, you have to know exactly how it's planned out. So I'm having some idea flaws, but overall, it's not, bad.
That's fair. And I remember I even said to you, I was like, "Hey, now that you got the new FNAF game, you should like live stream it." And you even said, "Nah, I kind of want to play it at first myself." And
Yeah.
then, did you already beat it
I
or
need to
finish
No,
it?
I haven't beat it because the PlayStation 4 fucking port is literally on PC. It's 80 gigabytes, and guess how much it is on PlayStation 4?
104.
9. So it is literally a port from PC, and the graphics are so bad.
Isn't like GTA 5 not even that big like on PC gigabytes? Like isn't it only like 75
Well, here's the thing: like you can
gigabytes?
also do like you can mess around with the graphics and make it fucking ray tracing with the fucking game, but not even. I saw Markiplier try it when his first part, his whole computer system crashed. Like his computer couldn't even take ray tracing.
Jesus.
So it's that big of a game, and it's an open world FNAF game. So
That's fair. That's fair. Welcome everyone. This is the new year. We are
2020, the
officially
sequel.
on the second year of the Wait.
It will be the second year.
Yeah, it will be the second year, yeah.
And in about a couple months, it will be 2 years since quarantine started. Technically.
That is true.
We started in 2020, right?
Yeah, like
Yes.
2020. But you want to consider that 3 years? We're in our third year, but
so technically we started our second year.
It's gonna be 2 years in October.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in a couple months, it's going to be 2 years to the date that we started quarantine.
Okay.
yeah,
And
exactly.
masks.
Yep. And it's kind of
2
just
years,
going
wow.
through
3 years.
it's kind of going through this
2
cycle
years.
2 years.
where it's like just during the warmth, you don't have to wear masks as much, especially now that we got vaccines. Now that it's cold again, everyone's got to get masks. So it looks
Well,
like
it is
the
the
vaccines.
Omicron the variant, which
Omarion.
whatever.
What?
it's called.
That's the joke going around. You know the singer Omarion?
Oh, yes.
No.
They're like misspelling Omicron, and then he actually came out a video like, guys, it's not me. I'm a singer.
But no, like it's crazy to think that
It
like
sounds like a corporation in a Marvel movie. Omicron, like it sounds like,
Oscorp.
yeah, like Oscorp or something.
there was this meme going. I don't know if you guys. It was on Facebook and Twitter. How like it showed the symptoms of the new variant and it literally says cough and cold, flu, fever, and then someone just pulls up, bro. That's just what NyQuil cures.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
And I'm like, bro, just drink NyQuil, guys.
Just drink NyQuil.
And
yeah.
also
COVID
now you don't have to quarantine for 10 days now because
5
it was really
days.
14, then 10, now it's only 5.
Oh, okay, that's not that bad.
But
that's fair.
just to think about it, like 2 years ago.
We got to talk about the issue as to why it's 5 days now. But that's
Why is it the issue?
So
I thought it.
You
I
want me
thought.
to
I
go
thought.
into
I thought it just that they
I mean-
just realized that after 2 years of study.
No, because Well, actually, I'm not gonna say according to my sources because
What source?
Twitter. But
Oh, for fuck's sake!
no. Here. Don't take a sip. Let me explain.
Oh God.
So what happened was,
Okay.
you know all those like Twitter memes like, oh, the CDC now recommends.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Yep.
Do you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
I know exactly. Yeah.
So the Twitter was like mad. I was like, why is it 5 days? There's like 500,000 cases on the rise in one day in the U.S. and the CDC's like, oh yeah, no, you're fine, 5 days. What happened was, there's like a conspiracy theory that a lot of corporations are mad that all the workers are getting COVID, and they were like, okay, CDC, like we need our workers to come back. And that's why a lot of people think that's why they shortened it to 5 days.
Okay.
So that's where the not controversy.
So you're
Actually, I think I did hear something about
So
this.
you're telling me that all the corporates in America, including my own of Stop You
I'm
Shopping,
not saying all corporate.
paid the CDC to say that.
I didn't say that.
The CDC is run by the
Twisting my
government. They
words.
don't. They,
Okay, Fox News. Anyways,
I take offense to that.
good. I
least-
didn't
at least
say
call me
all
CNN, I don't
corporations.
know.
I said. Well, for one example, it's Delta. Delta Airlines is the one I saw.
You mean the
Okay.
Delta variant? Ooh.
Now we got some names flying around here. Whoa.
Whatever.
Oh,
his
just like the
fucking name
planes.
This is like
But
Framing Frame by like Payday 2.
that I think that's the whole reason we're like, oh yeah, 5 days, go for it. Because legally now they can't. You have to come back after 5 days.
But we just need the economy back. That's
But
what it
I
is.
think it's also just because like, well, I think it's just after amounts of research and like realization that like
It could also be
it's
that too.
honestly it's the flu, just with a little, for certain people it's just a little bit more of a tick with the flu, especially with the respiratory problems. I mean, I'm getting my booster tomorrow of recording this, so I will be, and it's during work. And
by
so
the time this comes out, he will have green skin
yes,
and a third arm.
and I'm gonna come back from break and just
And
grow
he-
another
he-
arm.
He can swing on webs.
Yeah, Imagine like the Hulk.
I become Spider-Man. Actually, that wouldn't be that bad.
Imagine if like the Spider-Man thing was he didn't get bit by a spider,
took
but
the
instead
vaccine.
he took a vaccine. There was some like chemical imbalance in it, and it gave him like superpowers. That'd be a cool superhero story. I wouldn't,
COVID man.
COVID.
He coughs on you, and then that's
It's like
the
as he
guy.
flies by, you see a Corona.
That's a
Flies
super.
by the
No,
sky.
he'd be a super villain, bro.
No,
He,
he'd
like,
be like
mutates
he'd be
and,
like
like,
from I
veins popping
forget
out.
the Titan from Megamind. Like he would want it to be a hero and then like turn out to be like a super villain. That's basically what COVID Man would be.
Basically.
He'd be like, I want to help people, and just everyone's sick.
But you know who else? You know who was a superhero? Betty White.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that first.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna. Okay.
Well,
All right.
that is-
I was gonna do like
pretty
the,
sure that was on the agenda first.
Yeah, but no, I was gonna do like the recap of 2021,
oh,
plans for 2022, and then we get into like.
Okay.
We aren't done.
2021 was shit. Anyways,
Okay.
I mean, I summed
Well,
it up.
no. Let's give a little context to it.
Okay,
So,
what was worse, 2020 or 2021?
2020 by
Okay.
far, bro.
By far.
How many people we lose? Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman.
Kobe?
That's enough.
Kobe?
Oh yeah, Kobe.
That was at the beginning, yeah.
That was 2021.
No, that was
2020.
2020. That was like February 2020.
Wait, are we
bro.
sure?
Yes.
Wait.
That was
Wait.
because I remember right before COVID got really big, Kobe died in the helicopter crash.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that is true.
and then the forest fires and World War
was-
III.
Yep.
Wow, 2021 really.
Dude,
It was
well, okay, I
2020.
don't even blame you guys for that because ever since March 2020, it's been a blur.
fuck.
Like, it's been a blur.
Bro, like I saw
Bro,
a
it's
meme.
gonna be 2 years since Kobe died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Yep.
where have you been?
You know, I think we talked about the 1 year anniversary death last
That's
year.
why. That's why I got confused. Cause like, didn't we talk about it on the podcast?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because we had mentioned something about it. But yeah, so
2021 was very interesting. It was like it was basically the sequel to 2020, but it wasn't as good of a sequel. You know, it was kind of like mid
It
sequel.
wasn't as bad.
It wasn't
2020.
as bad. Well, in movie terms, it wasn't as good of a sequel. So it wasn't as like it wasn't better than 2020. If you get my
I catch
my
your drift.
analogy.
I catch your drift.
Okay.
Yeah, and see, it felt like a continuation of 2020 because it was like not much really changed besides it.
Some
COVID was
twists.
starting to get better because we got the vaccine out,
Yep.
but
Mhm.
kind of just back to everyone's wearing masks now again. Everyone's
Which I
trying to
don't
stay
mind, especially
inside.
during the cold. It keeps my face warm.
Yeah, but I
I'm
mean,
okay with
like, I don't know. I just thought we were kind of getting past that, but now we got these,
now
all
I
these
can make-
variants, big vibing around. Named after Oscorp Corporation and shit. And
that. I mean, I can make
it's
faces
just-
now, and when customers are fucking being annoying, I just make faces during the mask. I go.
right, they
Fuck
can only tell if
you.
you're making a face just by like the squinting of your
Yeah.
eyes now.
Like, oh, he's smiling at me. No, I'm not.
Mhm.
I'm cussing you the fuck out under this breath, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like a recap of 2020. All right, let's do a recap of like the podcast. I guess kind of like a recap of like because we 2021 was the first full year we've been doing it for.
Yes.
And hopefully
It was
more
our
to come.
unus annus.
It really
But except
was.
we continued.
Yeah. So it was our no unus annus. I don't know how you say that in Latin. Like not 1 year. I don't know how you would say that.
Not.
No,
No,
unus
no.
annus.
Not
Not
unus
unus
annus.
annus.
Not unus annus.
Easy as that.
Boom.
1, 2, 3.
That's the
Big
title.
vibe.
Title.
All right. How about this? Did you guys make goals for yourself for 2021? And if so, did you accomplish all of them?
Honestly,
No.
if I did, I don't remember.
No.
Okay, so that's
I don't
probably a
think
no.
Well, I did set goals for myself, and I got sidetracked.
I think the same thing. I think we just all got
Because
sidetracked.
I wanted to start burger review. That didn't happen because
Hunter.
of health
You know?
problems.
I feel like that's been 2 years now. Burger review in the
you know what?
making.
I was
Haunted or not?
no,
Haunted or
I was
not?
definitely. If I didn't get sick in June,
Mhm.
July, we would definitely would have started.
Oh, really?
by now.
Okay.
No, I'm serious.
So
Wait,
this-
how long were you
Ju-
sick for?
What?
Because my
Half the year?
Oh, that's right. Your chest. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's
no,
right.
I remember
Okay,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
His
yeah.
chest was like killing him all the
Yeah.
time. Is that better now, by the way?
yeah, it is.
Okay, good.
What if you had COVID? Did you check to make sure that you didn't have COVID?
I
back
mean,
then?
I'm pretty sure I didn't because I got tested there and then. So
He tested it before June and after July.
Just tested for having a really ripped chest. He's just fucking jacked underneath the
Yeah.
sweatshirt, bro.
It's
yeah,
basic-
I got my
Show
muscular
it.
titties.
Show it.
Tested positive for just
positive
complete,
for
just
being
jacked
jacked.
Chad.
Mhm.
Just completely ripped.
2021, I think, was just not a very good year for movies for me. Or like maybe.
That's a lie. The best movie
Okay,
of all time
okay.
came out.
No, okay, but here's the thing. That was at the end of the year.
Still part of the year.
Still counts.
Okay, but here's the thing. Like for me as
Still counts.
as a movie person who loves like movies like that are like
You
not
gonna say
like.
No Way Home came out in 2022.
Anyways, fuck you. So I'm saying like not franchise based, like because independent movies, like those are good. There's only been like one or two, and like the Oscars are gonna be really fucking weird because there's not gonna be a
Who
lot
still
of.
watches the Oscars anymore?
Well, I mean,
It's the same thing every year. It's
I
like,
like to see which one. I like to,
Ricky Gervais.
I like to
Was that
see
the
which
Oscars or
ones
was the
that was
Golden
Golden Globes.
Okay, never mind.
Same thing though. I like to see what movies get nominated and what don't. So like, No Way Home is gonna be in a mix, which I don't think the Academy is gonna even let fly because it's a superhero movie. So, but I mean,
The
for
Dark
me,
Knight
I don't
won,
think
didn't it?
that was I went for a supporting actor
Oh.
for
And Heath Ledger won that. Yeah.
Okay.
So, or maybe it did, but I don't remember. But so no, I feel like 2022 will be hopefully better for movies because now that towards the end of 2021, movie theaters really started to get bigger and bigger, especially with the Marvel movies. And then now after No Way Home has made almost a 1.5 billion dollars in COVID, I'm hoping that this year, especially when the Batman comes out, that it's
Batman.
The
and
Batman.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor
Um,
Strange.
So hopefully there's a lot more movies that I will be able to go see this year. So I'm excited for that.
Right. I mean, I don't know because you'd probably know more because you keep up more with like movies. Even though COVID's still kind of like getting back big again, are people like still trying to go more and more to the movie theaters?
Well,
like,
if
it's actually
if it's a Marvel movie, hell yeah. But like if it's
That's true.
if it's a smaller movie, like they're not making a lot. Like Matrix only made like 40 million.
Well, I've been hearing a lot of things about that. That it's a bad movie. It wasn't.
No,
good.
no,
was
that's why I
bad.
haven't watched it yet. So,
Yeah. So
but
What about? Have you seen The Harder They Fall? I heard that was. A
I
good
heard
movie.
I have not seen that yet. I have
But
to
it's
see
a
that.
Netflix movie, and I don't think they.
No, they do Netflix marriage.
They nominate. Okay, so then that might win.
We'll find out. Parasite 2.
I will say 2021 went by really fast.
Really fast.
Really,
Really fucking
really
fast.
In fairness, from like the beginning of 2021 to about June, I was really working at a job where I was getting paid just to be on my phone. I was doing security, so that like was a blur to me because that was super fast.
Oh well, no, now you're not doing it anymore.
I'm not doing that anymore. I won't
you're
say
just
what.
sitting at home doing work.
Maybe I'm not. You know.
But,
just big vibe.
Did you go see Dune?
No, I haven't seen Dune
No.
yet. I actually
I
had.
heard-
That's actually a movie I have not seen.
I heard
yet.
mixed reviews.
I've heard
about it.
mixed reviews too. Everyone says it's half the people say it's really good.
Half people say
Uh,
shit.
Well, it's
Have-
because
yeah.
it's because those people are like, oh, it's a remake. Oh, like those kind of people too.
No, because
But it's also because I heard because it's already announced it's going to be a part 2. So I think what people are realizing when they're watching is like, oh, it feels incomplete. But then right after the movie came out, they announced part 2 of it. 2021 for me, I think during fall in winter, it didn't even happen. For me, it did not happen. Like I think it was literally I blinked and it was there.
yeah.
So
No, I agree. I think from like
those big holidays like Halloween, Thanksgiving,
God, yeah.
Black Friday,
It's-
Christmas, New Year's.
it
Goodbye.
still feels like 2 weeks ago we watched the new Halloween movie, which was like 2 weeks before Halloween. I remember you came over to my house, we watched that.
Yep.
that feels like it was. That could have been last week for all I care.
Honestly,
And you're right because Halloween came.
I feel like yesterday.
Thanksgiving.
I feel like the last last weekend you and me watched that really surprisingly okay Christmas horror movie with William Shatner.
Oh yeah. The one that had like a really good plot twist but didn't capitalize on it. Yeah, that really was during Halloween. Fuck, bro.
No, that wasn't during Halloween.
Well, before Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
No.
the Halloween season.
No, that was. Did we watch that in Christmas?
No, we watched
that was a.
See, we watched that in October. I think we watched that.
Are
I think
you
the
sure?
weekend before Halloween.
No, I feel like we.
No, we didn't watch
Are
that
we-
during
are you
Christmas
sure?
because by the time Christmas came around, this living room was set up. We watched that in that room when my couch was still in that room. Remember? So that was during October.
I honestly thought that was in December. I'm not even shitting you.
That was 2 months ago.
Holy shit!
Right? Over 2 months ago because it's January now.
Bro, it's January 2nd.
Dude, we're gonna be 22 before you know it. Yeah.
Stop.
He's gonna be the first one. Let us know how it is.
Let us know how.
I mean, I'm up next 2 weeks
How's
after.
the back pain's gonna be coming?
I already
Yeah,
have
honestly,
them.
bro, I got a back pains too, dog.
Oh
Fuck
my
it.
goodness. So I mean,
Yeah, 2021. Although a year that flew by, I mean,
was okay.
it had some perks to it. You know, I mean, I uploaded my favorite video on my channel, which was the music video, and I'm trying to make more of those, which is part of my 2022 goals.
we're
You know,
surviving quarantine. That's been a long running gag.
long, you know,
Like
that's
Mad Era 2.
Mad Era 2, and then surviving quarantine are things that you only ever hear about,
Or
but
no
they never
Nut-
actually
the-
come
or,
out.
Or No Nut
Whoever
November
said I was
2.
doing Mad Era 2?
You like
I never said that.
No,
at
I
first?
made the joke
You made the
long ago, and I'm
Oh,
still
okay.
making the joke till this day.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
all
he's
right.
the only one. I'm not.
I mean, what if I made it?
Go for it. If you do better than me, let me know.
He goes, if you don't give me half, I'm filing a lawsuit.
Honestly.
Yo, but Mad Era 2 hasn't copyrighted it yet.
Yeah.
I'll
What if
copy-
I copyrighted before you do?
gonna copyright
I
my last
copyright
name,
your
bro.
own
Bro.
fucking name.
His own last name.
Bro,
honestly.
that'd be mad funny.
That would be like hilarious, but
Let me just, do that real quick.
file. Let me just sign the
How to
paper.
Copyright
Doesn't even read like the article. Just
accepts.
put my presidential signature on it. You know.
Alright.
But
What about you,
just-
Miguel? What about? Did you say what?
I didn't accomplish any of the things I
Okay.
wanted to do.
Was that a filler year for you? 2021.
Yeah, it felt like it because there were so many like things that I wanted to do, like burger review for one. I just never got the chance. I feel like if I didn't get like those problems in like June, July, I definitely would have started it, and I definitely would have gone invested in it. But
I mean, Haunter or not.
Yeah, where's
hiatus.
that?
yeah, where's
Haunt-
the other 2-3 movies that you wanted to?
No.
film?
Season 2 of Haunted or Not, Mad Era 2, Surviving Quarantine. We all got skeletons
Well,
in our
here's the
closet.
thing, here's
Shit,
the
we
thing.
just never uploaded that we said we were going to.
Again, I'm not doing Madeira too.
I know, but-
oh my god, it's a joke. So, but
But-
like Haunted or Not, like 2, like we really want to do, but like this just. We have to have time to do it, and it's just very hard to do that. Because remember, we would say, "Oh, just come over. We'll talk about Haunted or Not." Yep, you haven't done that. Like we would always text it, like between you and me, "Come over for Haunted or Not." Okay, And we
You've
never-
came over many a time.
and we had just
Haunted or Not was not anything that came out
in
of
the
our
mention.
vocabulary
Nope.
that night. Nope.
So I feel like maybe 2022 will happen.
I don't know, bro. We started Haunted or Not in 2020.
Damn.
We made the announcement early summer, late spring 2020. That's gonna be 2 years in a few months. Haunted or Not.
Damn.
I'm not ready for this, bro. The Roaring 20s. This is abysmal, bro.
Going too fast.
This is like
quick.
the 20s. This is, except the Great Depression started like 10 years sooner. We're just all in like a mist of just complete AIDS.
We're gonna put this on the record. We're gonna try to do Haunted or Not this year.
Okay, bet. Let's shake
all
on
right,
it.
all right.
Let's try it.
All
And
right. You want to get in there too, Miguel? or-
No. leave me out of
he'll
it.
wait in the car.
Not even.
He'll just be sleeping and a ghost rocks the car.
Be like, have fun getting haunted, bro.
Yeah.
Leave me out of it.
Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, I mean,
But with that 2021 is over. Now we got 2022. Have y'all made goals for this year?
I
No.
think I actually have. Yes, I have.
What are they?
I want to write more because I've been like ever since I've been writing, I've been like, it's like a new. Well, it's not a new hobby. It's like an old hobby coming back, and I'm liking it a lot.
So are we filming them or not?
Can I write them?
You've
Jesus
been
Christ,
Dog, you've been writing for the past 7 years.
Wait. Question. I'm just realizing this now.
What?
You're writing for a channel that's always lived off of improv.
Oh, I'm not writing. I'm not writing for me. I'm writing like actual scripts.
Oh, for is it gonna be like short films for like the channel or?
Well, no, just in general, like stories, like.
Oh, okay.
So I've been trying to do that, and it's because Miguel that we don't have the proper equipment for that or the time to devote it. Yes, we're gonna use a fucking Panasonic camera.
We have your camera too, which is just
a Sony.
Sony.
No,
just
shit.
We do have iPhones. You know, if we want to do like 4K,
shot on an iPhone 13. So
just like the most obnoxious like techno music plays in the background.
but
it's
no,
like Apple
I've been
Music.
doing that.
Garage Band.
But no, I like I think I don't know, trying to be like, just writing more. I want to try to get into more video games. Like I just want to be like, I don't know, like more me. So that's a goal for me, to be more me.
Be more me.
Be more me.
Be more
That's the
G.
slogan.
That's going on a shirt.
That's the
going on a
shirt.
shirt.
That's the intro. This is the intro.
Gotta be embroidered on a fucking pillow too at that point.
Bro, when he gets a statue made for him, can that just be like, be more me?
Yo,
I need to hold on a minute.
be more me.
Be more me.
Be more me.
I think right when I was saying that, my brain just like stopped working. So literally words just kept coming out, and I'm like, yeah, this is smart. And then it comes out my mouth, and I'm like, what the fuck did I just say?
I don't know what you said, but that was great.
Me.
Anyways,
That's a
try
quote
to
for
be
the
the best that I can be.
There you go.
All
There you
right,
go.
be more me.
And part of the reason I almost laughed too, because all I pictured is like you in a Starbucks cafe typing in your little Mac laptop, just with a scarf on, and it has like espresso on the side.
And I'm narrating over myself.
It's like I walked into the cafe. I sat down in the very old wooden chair.
I farted.
I farted. The scent reeked. I opened up a window. The windows didn't open.
Margot Robbie was next to me.
But yeah.
But
Anyway.
no, so that's my goal. I think just to be more me.
Be more me.
You get the point. You get
Well, I get you. You want to be more you, of course.
Yes.
Be more me.
Yeah, Miguel. I know you're kind of a sucker and Debbie Downer for like just about anything in life. But what are your goals for 2022?
I
Be more
love
him.
how you got me spot on, because that is very true.
You're like, oh, I didn't do anything for this year. You got any goals for this year? No.
No.
I could care less, bro.
I'm like, the way he's dressed. He's got like the hood on.
Miguel, IDC. I don't care.
I don't
care.
No, I do want to stream more.
Care more me.
Care more me. Stream more me.
There you go.
But I definitely like if I get like I just need a tiny bit more money, and once I get it, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna start this shit.
Okay.
Especially our series, the record breakers.
Oh, yeah, I've read about that.
Yeah.
We're supposed to do that too.
And I do want to get Burger Review started eventually, and I am working towards it, because I have been working out and I have been trying to lose the weight. So eventually. So for me it's 4 goals actually, because I gotta graduate too. But
Oh, shit, yeah.
yeah, damn.
You're going to graduate
You're
in
a
a couple
senior in
months. How do you
college right
feel?
now.
So for me, I think the top one is what?
We graduated high school 4 years ago.
Don't even stop. Anyways, for me, it's graduate, stream, and get started on a 2 YouTube series, and then who knows? I'm more of a like I don't fucking care. I'll do whatever to an extent. I'm excited to see what the year brings all of us, but hopefully I enjoy it. But I'm more of a like whatever happens, I'll try to go with it. Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. 'Cause that's kind of what you. That's what you mentioned earlier with like 2021. You had said like you had some goals for 2021, but then like things got in the way and you kind of just went with it from there. Which that happens a lot in life. Obviously, if you have like a goal for you want to do like a series, but you got school gets in the way. That thing with your chest, you just kind of got to like adapt to whatever the hell happens. But that's entirely fair. Hopefully we can actually accomplish the shit we got going on, because I do have a few goals myself. I want to. Well, I have a bunch. It's some like they're more personal. I won't mention here, but I do want to lose this gut. I want to get some kind of beach bod. Well, not beach bod. I'm not looking for abs, but I'm just tired of having jelly here. So I just wanted to, get rid of that. All right, we apologize for the sudden change of scenery, sudden cut. But we actually are filming this 2 days after we filmed the other 24 minutes or so, because there was an emergency that happened, and we just had to check to make sure everyone was all right.
Yes.
So,
So we won't get into detail on what that was, but But yeah, so there was an emergency that happened. So
And if you're watching the video format, you may notice a few things. One, Gian's wearing a mask. He got his booster shots, feeling like complete crap right now. He had talked about that in the first 2 minutes.
oh my god.
Perfect example. And may also notice that Miguel's not here. One of his girlfriend's friends, was showing symptoms of COVID, so he didn't want to get us sick potentially.
But
so
I
he
now
stayed home.
have the boost of 5G, so in a couple days, I will be immune to anything.
So what happens if like 6G comes out? Are you just like SOL?
Bro, if this is what 5G really is, I woke up this morning, I got my booster shot at Stop and Shop. And at work, I was like, okay, my arms started feeling a little like, loopy. And I got home, I woke up, and my body was completely like sore, like I couldn't move it. And I checked my temperature. My temperature was 99, but it's also because I'm not sick. It's because of the booster itself. So, but I'm just also coughing and phlegming, so it's symptoms of the booster. And I hate saying this, but people are like saying like, "Oh my God, I'm getting sick from the booster," and I go, "Well, if you are, then it's working because that's what it does."
Yeah, you're supposed to show symptoms,
So
even if it's like little.
yeah, so I am coughing too, so I just don't. I mean, I'm not sick, but like I don't want him to just accidentally catch the teats virus.
Yeah,
from,
God
from
forbid.
Resident Evil.
God forbid. Yeah. So,
So-
he's being considerate of me, which I appreciate him for. Just out of curiosity, are you wearing the same sweatshirt that we wore 2
No,
days
this
ago?
is a cardigan, so I mean,
Okay.
but it's not a sweatshirt. It's a cardigan.
You
but
have
yeah,
your uniform on still.
Of course I do.
That's great. Oh God. So yeah, where we last left off, we were just talking about. Or I was
Goals.
just talking about my goals. Gianna
Yeah.
talked about his, and I
Of
laughed
being
at him. Be more me.
Be more me.
That's, again,
I
that's
touched
going.
your toe. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. I showered. That's going on a shirt though. But
Honestly, Matt Era too. Listen, I'll copyright it before he does.
be more me too. Like well, you
no,
gotta make the one first.
Well, here's the
and then you
thing.
gotta make
What
two.
if I actually copyrighted Technically, if I were to copyright, I'm not saying I'm actually gonna do it, but
Just a blueprint.
just a blueprint of copywriting his Mad Era. I mean, technically, it's not affiliated with his last name because it's just Mad Era. But unless he really wanted to go a legal lawsuit, he could sue me. But that's
That would be an interesting fallout to our friendship. One sues the other.
They're like, so Jan, what happened to the friendship? Well, I copyrighted his last name.
And an even bigger plot twist, years down the line, I go into law school, I become the lawyer. I'm like either your or Miguel's lawyer. And so it's like, hey guys,
You're both.
we do a podcast in court. Hey, for old time's sake.
It's been
we interview
5
the judge.
years.
We interview the No, there's no way I'm passing law school in 5 years, bro. You gotta give me like 20.
No, well, how the judge will be the. Have you ever seen Critical react to those court cams?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God! So Critical
So I'm react to creepy chiropractors. but-
Penguin Zero or Critical, he reacts to court cams or did back in the summer. And bro, some of these judges. There was one judge that beat up a fucking prosecutor in the hallway. He goes, "Oh, you want to fight out? Let's go in the hallway right now." And obviously, the judge was suspended and taking of his license away. But,
Kinda badass.
bro, we should have Dwayne the Rock Johnson as the judge.
Well, honestly, at this point, what wouldn't he do? He probably would be a
Honestly.
judge. If he's not running for president, he'll do something in office one day.
He was the biggest highly paid actor. Well, last year I was thinking of 2020, but I think he was the biggest paid actor in 2020 or 2019. So,
Either 2 or 3 years ago.
but I think this year was actually a female. I don't know who it was.
No, wasn't the highest paid actor the guy from Knives Out? What's his name?
Oh, Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig.
Oh,
Wasn't he?
I think. Well, I can actually now.
Oh no, you know what I saw? I saw
he was
big
being paid a lot of money to do Knives Out.
Knives
too.
Out 2.
Like
biggest
a few
payout,
hundred million, few hundred million.
Yeah, and I saw
Just a
that which
fucking
is
ton.
ridiculous. Yeah, so I guess while he looks that up, I guess we'll just leave off. We'll just pick up where we left off. Can't even my water actually, my throat. You're not getting me sick.
Daniel Craig becomes the highest paid actor in the world. So I guess he is.
Oh damn.
Dwayne Johnson was in. What is now it's saying Dwayne Johnson was 2020. Anyways,
Yeah, we're getting sidetracked. Yeah. Anyways, we'll just continue where we left off.
so-
I mentioned that I wasn't gonna, nothing personal on the cast, but basically I just want to, get in better shape. I want to actually upload more on my channel because I haven't uploaded in like 3 months. And I kind of just want to travel. Listen, I don't give.
I wanna travel too.
I know this sounds like a complete hot take. I don't give a fuck about COVID. I'm getting my booster shot. I'll wear a mask if I have to.
I love
I want
traveling.
to travel out of
and
country.
especially I think
Either summer or fall coming
I
up.
think I want to travel. Even honestly, I love you, but even if it's just a vacation just for me, even somewhere, I just need a vacation just so because writing I really want to get back into, and especially that I have this new hobby of songwriting, which is a lot harder because I have to fucking rhyme scheme
Yeah, you gotta
and
rhyme.
fucking learn about beginning rhymes, middle rhymes, end rhymes. Fucking, I'm like,
Did you ever do poems when you used to write?
Doth not hear me speaketh.
Just in English class, he's just writing on the desk.
Okay.
I don't know. That's all I got.
All right.
I don't know.
All right. But no, I do want to do more writing on that stuff and work on my vocals and stuff like that. So, but no, yeah, I definitely do want to write scripts and stuff like that. I do want to get back into that passion. So, so that's really be more me.
There you go.
There you go. So
yeah, we just want to actually put our content out there.
Yeah.
My question is, what's going on with the training for the Olympics? How's that going? Or what's going on with that?
Oh, yeah.
That's a long hair. Sorry.
Yeah. Honestly, I haven't had any time to think about that. So I think that's honestly. So I'm being juggly right now. So I haven't really I've been exercising, but I haven't been exercising as I used to be in the summer. Because if I want to do that and then also do writing and modeling and stuff like that, and that's gonna be a lot of work. I'll try to do one thing at a time. I mean, I would still like to at least try out for it. So I think I'll just do that more on the side and put writing and entertainment first and foremost. But whenever I'm working out, I'll do it for the Olympics. So
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, best of luck, because I know those guys who apply just to even get in, they train every day, all day.
Yes.
So I mean, listen, I think you're literally built different. You came in here with multiple painted, fingernails, different colors, different shades of dark blue. I think you got this. I think you are differently built, as the kids say.
Yeah.
So
I have 2 penises.
that's actually a thing.
Yeah.
I've seen it before. It's terrifying.
You've seen it before.
Not in person, obviously, but I've scrolled through some videos and.
What? I want to know
all right, context. Page 40 to 50 of Pornhub.
I think I'm about to say 500.
No, I haven't for that. Well, one time I did, but
we're getting off track.
we're getting way off track.
We should not be talking about
I've
this.
seen it before, and it's an interesting site.
Anyway, so
yeah. Speaking of songwriting, I'm trying to make music too. I have an EP that me and my friend Phil, shout out Phil.
We should definitely like help each other out. Like,
well, here's the thing. I'm doing more
you're doing metal, I'm doing like pop and like rock and like that sort of thing. But like, I think we can help each other, like at least lyrically, like rhymes and stuff like that. Like, obviously, if you put lyrics onto a sheet, it could mean any genre, really. Unless, I mean, basically, what I learned is like, a lot of people write lyrics before they find a melody or I mean, obviously, you should know what genre you're fucking doing. But
Right.
like, I mean, most lyrics, if you placed it, I mean, so what I'm saying is that we can like help each other out like with that stuff and like writing. So
Right. I mean, I think I got my writing style pretty pat down. I guess my shit's gonna be, obviously metal, but I don't know. I guess things more of a serious nature. I guess not so much love and kind of stuff like from what I've heard you're doing.
Yeah.
So I mean, we could bounce ideas off each other.
Yeah,
definitely.
exactly. Yeah. So
If you want, like literally. So the way I'll give you a little insight. The way I write a song is I'll have like a saying or like a phrase that just sounds good, and then from there I'll write a song about it. Like for example, one of my songs I want to write is called "If Only You Were That Simple." That's a saying I would say multiple times. You may have heard me say it. If only you were that simple, and I'm like, man, that sounds really cool. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna write a song about it, and I almost have all the lyrics for that
if
song.
only you were that simple.
Actually, it goes something like that.
Okay.
Actually, you
Oh,
actually
wow.
kind of did
Wow.
the melody
Wow.
to a T. Have you been living in my walls?
Yes. I think we touched upon this, but this year, right as 2021 ends, we're about to go to Boston. Everything's great. 2021 comes out with the smackdown of the fucking century and leaves us all burning of a loss. Betty White passed away at 99, and actually, I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
We
all are.
like the most what she's done as an actress is far beyond anything, and especially age. Like, she was about to go to 100. And so her passing away is extremely sad, but it's also, I think, a lot more hard to take in that she died literally December 31st, 2021. So 17 days before her 100th birthday. But then again, she was alive more than 17 leap years, so I think it counts. She's 100 at this point, so
We're gonna say she passed away at 100.
yeah. So
And,
but
if
people
Wikipedia's got a problem with that, we'll fight.
people were also getting mad at People's Magazine because the shipments said that the cover was Betty White turns 100, but everyone was getting upset about it, especially on Facebook and Twitter. I'm like, bro, that shit was printed a week before her passing.
And she seemed totally fine.
Yeah, she was in on an interview. She was tweeting. She was fine, and then all of a sudden, so I don't know the exact cause, but obviously I think we'll just say that it's.
Well, I actually did because I actually was just curious to see if there was an update. It was an update from yesterday, and this comes from page6.com.
That sounds weird.
Yeah, this is the first article that came up, so I just wanted to read what it says. Again, we're not confirming or denying this is true,
Yes.
but apparently Betty died peacefully in her sleep at her home. Her agent, Jeff Whittish,
I don't think it matters.
interesting name. His name is Jeff. And Agent Jeff, that's what he said in regards to Betty White. And there was some speculation as to that she got a booster shot, and that actually caused her death because of her body, but he debunked that. He said people are saying her death was related to getting a booster shot 3 days earlier, but that is not true. She died of natural causes, he told the magazine. Yeah. Again, I said this when we were on our way to Boston, which we'll talk about in a minute, that if it was COVID-related, I think instantly people would have said, oh, she died of COVID-related symptoms, because it's kind of messed up, but anytime anyone of celebrity...
99.
Especially 99, but anyone who's of like a celebrity statue or whatever... that passes away from COVID, they instantly make everyone aware of that. So,
but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was. I mean, she was 99. I don't know how her immune system was. I didn't check up on her. I wasn't her doctor. So, but I mean, she seemed healthy. I mean, obviously she was 99, so her body wasn't functioning 100% like any other human being, but she was growing strong, and so. What?
You said wasn't functioning at 100%, and I just thought of she was almost at 100% too.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you know she was at 100%.
She
100% completed life.
She was so. But rest in peace, Betty White.
We miss you.
A true icon.
Thank you for being a friend.
And for saying the thing that keeps her alive: hot dogs and vodka. Which I'm.
Dude, honestly, I hope I'm that badass when I hope I even make it to like 80.
Oh my goodness! I think my family's pretty good. I 85 and above.
Yeah, but if I don't like. Stop my fast food connoisseur madness, which I've been pretty good at. I won't be here until no later than 65. But yeah, rest in peace, Betty White. We miss you. I think she was actually the oldest Golden Girl on the show.
She was,
and then she's the last to survive.
She's the last one. Yeah.
It was a sad day. I remember I was at work, the end of my shift. Someone who worked with me messaged us and said, "Guys, Betty White just passed away." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Did she turn 99?" I'm like, "No, her birthday's in January. How could she?" So she was literally 17, 2 weeks away from turning triple digits. So yeah, it was a day of mourning, and yeah, we miss her. Rest in peace, Betty White. We miss you.
Rest in peace.
Now you had mentioned something that we did when we heard about that. We went to Boston for New Year's Eve.
Yay!
And it wasn't anything too it wasn't nearly as much of a story as like our New York City trip.
But
we did do something pretty cool.
Oh, I was gonna say how fucking infuriating I was driving in traffic.
Oh yeah, wait, tell me that first.
Bro, like driving through New York City, bro. Compared to Boston, it felt like walking through a meadow of leaves compared to what the fuck I endured in Boston, bro. I felt like I was driving through pins and needles, and they were popping my goddamn tires. I was about to run over someone. I'm not even joking.
So, before you get into like the actual context,
God, I'm upset.
He went from like joking around to jokingly hangry, and then to actually hangry. And you want to tell him what happened?
Bro, I kept getting mad at Kenny, bro. Oh my god, I almost ran over people. There were so many parking garages, and every parking garage we passed, parking garage full. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? And at that point, we drove around the entirety of the downtown Boston, the few miles that are there. Like seriously, like I was pissed off. But like there was also fireworks going off, and people, when they see cars, why is it that their initiative thought is to walk towards the car in an open road when the police officer is signaling to the cars, go, but the frickin' people don't see that? And I'm like, if I run them over, I run them over. I don't care. They can have my insurance. I don't care. It won't do any good for them. So, because they'll be dead. But I mean...
It's just New York City is like a grid, it's a big city, but it's like, street, just goes all the way down. It's easy. Boston is like a maze, you're just taking lefts and rights. It's like it's literally a bigger Providence, because driving in Providence downtown sucks. This is way worse.
It makes
not only that. Sorry, I was like fiddling with the audio. Did you mention the fireworks show?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So there was obviously a fireworks show. Parking on the street was like rocket science. I was like.
You had to be Einstein to do that.
You needed a PhD to even think about doing that in Boston. So we're like, all right,
Wait,
we need to find a parking garage.
I need to tell about this one person.
Oh god.
So I'm driving, and I think we're past Chinatown. We're coming on this really weird street, and then I'm turning. This car is stopped in the dead middle of the road, and I'm not even shitting you. It was stopped in the turn of the middle of the road,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? 3 people got out of the car, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I'm expecting like a clown posse to come out of the fucking car, and I'm like, what the fuck?
They're just walking by.
And then I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I love Boston. I really do. I mean, granted, we were going on New Year's Eve, so I was expecting traffic, but I wasn't expecting how dumb people are. So please, if you see a car, and obviously crosswalkers have the right of way, but if you're walking in the middle of the street where there's no crosswalk, please don't get mad at me.
It's your fault.
Please, because
You
you're
pass
walking
away
in the
to
middle
you.
of the street. It was fun, and also we went to a bar that was featured in the movie Good Will Hunting, which was very, very cool.
What's it called? The L Street
Tavern.
L Street Tavern, which was there was actually photos in the bar of like Robin Williams and people from behind the scenes and
Yep.
stuff. Or
Yep.
those are, okay, yeah. I don't know if those are just regular people
No.
at a bar that he went when he went, but no, that was the bar that was featured in Good Will Hunting, which is a phenomenal movie, one that we've referenced
Nicky
multiple
almost
times
cried.
before.
Nicky almost cried too. Nicky's
did.
like, "What the fuck's this movie?" When I showed him it, and then he almost cried.
I didn't say what the fuck was this movie. I was like, oh, Matt Damon, Robin Williams. I heard of this movie, but I didn't
Starts
know
crying.
anything about it. Yeah, I'm like, all
It's
I
not-
know is
it's
that
not your
it's in
fault.
Boston.
It's not your fault.
I know.
Oh.
I thought you were supposed to say it's not your fault. And
No,
you're
I
like,
wouldn't-
stop.
No, I didn't want to keep this joke on.
Oh, okay, all right. It was cool, and we actually watched the ball drop in that
Yes.
tavern. It was pretty cool. The vibe there was great. People there were
Yeah.
great. You know, it was kind of busy, but it looked pretty much the same. It looked a little different.
I mean, a little like the wooding, the wood looked more nude. Wow, I can't speak. This booster's really getting to me. And like the inside of it looked more polished and new compared, and obviously that movie was filmed in '97. So it's been a few good years. So obviously they had to probably renovate and stuff like that over the years. But I mean, it still looked like it.
No,
So-
yeah, it did. It definitely looked more 90s in that movie, big
Yeah.
time. So,
But
yeah,
it was
that was cool. We went to another bar before that. Took an Uber to that one, and then that's kind of where you spent most of the night there. And I will say, I know Boston's not the biggest city in America, but I thought leaving there around especially 12:30 after the New Year's ball
pleasant.
drop, people are going to leave.
pleasant.
I thought it was going to be a lot of traffic, especially on the highway. There was nothing. It was a clear ride the whole way home.
I think that's
We got
why-
out of Boston no problem.
Yeah, I think that's why I also wanted to leave at that time too, because I knew if people left right away at 12 or left around 1:30, it would have been massive mayhem because that's when people are actually leaving.
Do you by any chance remember the Uber ride back to the parking garage when you were drunk? Do you remember any of that? Oh. So, okay, if everyone aware, I drove home.
So I didn't get
You were drunk.
Oh, I was drunk.
Yeah.
I wasn't wasted because I remember I just don't remember the Uber driver because then I remember sleeping and snoring after that. But
Oh, yeah, you were out instantly in the
But
car.
why the fuck do I not remember? I remember everything after that though.
So, the guy, first of all,
oh god.
wasn't fluent in English.
Oh no.
He just spoke enough to understand where do you need to go.
What did I do?
No, you just fucking. So we're driving, I tell the guy at first, I go, if my friend says anything stupid, I apologize for him. He's drunk. And he went, huh? And I told him again. He goes, okay. And then just continue to drive. So you started going on. You were talking to me. All of a sudden you turn over, you talk to Kenny. All of a sudden you start talking to the guy mid-conversation, oh, by the way, sir, we have a podcast, Life on Easy Mode. You just started
I
advertising.
remember that. I gotta remember that.
You started advertising with him. He didn't say a word. Probably didn't know what you were
remember
saying.
that. I remember that.
And you just kept going on and on. I'm like, Gina, just shut up. I don't think he cares. And you just kept going on. You didn't hear me.
I didn't put myself out there.
I forget what the exact context was, but you texted your dad something, and then you started recording
Oh
the
yeah,
video.
yeah. We recorded the video, and it's my dad goes LMAO or something like that. Get home safe or something like that. I don't know what we texted him.
All I know is that he spelled my name wrong,
Oh, yeah.
everyone else. He spelled it
Oh, that's right.
Nikki.
Nikki, and I go, Dad, you spelled Nicky's name.
And I was
wrong."
like, Tom, that's
I do
not
remember that
spelled
vaguely.
name.
Oh no, so I guess I do remember. I just don't remember exactly what I said to the driver.
Right, and you said I don't know, that was the only thing I've noticed, but you were just kind of not shutting up the whole ride home, and I was like, the whole time I'm just sitting there, because you're in the middle, I'm on the right, Kenny's on the left. I'm thinking, oh, we're gonna get kicked out. He's gonna say something. The guy's gonna be like, that's it, get out, and we're gonna have to walk to the parking lot.
No,
from here.
I think I even know. I was just advertising.
You were just advertising, but like you were like obnoxious. You're like, oh, sir, by the way, Life on Easy Mode. Check us out. #1 podcast in America. Like
That's weird how I don't.
I mean, it's true, but you know.
That's weird how I don't remember that. I mean, obviously I was drunk, but like I don't remember that, but I remember everything afterwards. That's weird. But
That's crazy. Like you remember like me driving home and stuff,
Yeah.
and you and Kenny arguing about like him getting connected to the Bluetooth to the aux. And you're like, no, Kenny, I want to listen to stupid radio hits. And you're like, la, la, la. And he's like, no, give me the aux. And you're like, no. And then literally 5 minutes after that, you fell asleep, and instantly you started snoring.
that's weird.
And he took a video of it.
I know, but I never snore too. But it's also because the way I was probably sitting too.
Yeah, you
So,
sat like,
it was
you know,
weird.
you were on your right side.
'Cause that's
like
how
this,
people
curled up in a ball, rather than just, you know, putting the chair back.
So that's probably why I was
And-
snoring.
But the thing is, I thought you were joking because, 1, you started snoring instantly. 2, you were really fucking loud. You were like,
Maybe because I was drunk. I started picking up a Donald Duck.
I was like, what the fuck? And then I went, Gian, I know you're joking. You went, I was like, is this kid actually asleep? He was just talking to me like 2 minutes ago.
That's what happens when you're drunk. You pass the fuck out.
We were full on conversating 2 minutes ago. Now he's out cold.
Yeah.
And Kenny started filming.
Oh, see, that's the beauty. Like once I've had a good night, I've had some drinks. I know I'll have a good night's sleep.
Yeah, and you woke up when we were almost home, and you're like, wow, that was a short ride for me. You know, I wonder why. Yeah, you literally said that when you woke
I
up.
remember that.
You're like-
Damn, guys, that was a short
Like,
ride.
man, you're like, where are we? I'm like, oh, we're in North Carolina. You're like, oh, that's a short ride for me. And yeah, we were home.
It was a fun night though.
No, that was a fun night. That was definitely worth
So.
it. Watching the ball drop in the Goodwill Hunting Bar was probably
Yeah.
the highlight.
This definitely was fun.
We gotta
So.
go back.
Oh yes, definitely.
So-
And I definitely want to go to that arcade bar that we didn't check out. It's called A4Cade. That's how it's spelled. So like like the number 4 and then Cade.
Oh, okay.
So like I want to check out that arcade bar, but no.
Okay, yeah, but that was on the other side of the city, right? That's why we didn't go.
There were so many bars throughout. Like I especially want to go near Harvard, but we were nowhere near fucking Harvard. I mean, we were in Boston, but we were like a good 20-30 minute Uber drive away. So
The L Street Tavern's on the east side of Boston, right? That's on the east.
south, I think. Yeah.
East. Yeah, and then Cambridge and like Harvard, that's like northwest.
Yep.
Yeah. So we were like complete polar opposite of, you know.
Yeah.
They were the long calls, we were the short puts. But, you know, so Lily, I started running or jogging now
Oh boy.
for my New Year's resolution. Saturday, right? I woke up. It was a cloudy, foggy day, but you know what? It was mystically peaceful. It was like the perfect day to
cloudy,
run.
like in rain, especially rainy days.
It was
I think
sprinkly, misty.
sprinkly misty are like my favorite running days.
And so I originally wasn't going to run, but I had like, you know, sweatpants on, a long sleeve, and a sweater, and I'm just walking, you know, I'm listening to music, and you know, I go up the street and I keep going, and I go, I'm gonna run. I got my water bottle. If I get thirsty, I'll
What
drink.
shoes were you wearing?
Oh no, I was wearing my walking and running shoes.
Oh, okay, alright.
Not my Vans. No,
Okay.
I wasn't wearing my
good
Vans.
man. Good man.
I had my walking shoes on because I knew I was gonna be walking for a while. But I was like, you know, let me run, and I actually ran a decent distance. And I kept going and kept going, and all of a sudden, midway, I stopped. I go, wait a minute, and I thought back of a time when we were on the track field, and I didn't eat anything besides a singular carrot before running, and I almost passed away in your car because I was like, no, because you know, if anyone knows what that feels like when you're like so queasy in your stomach after running and or like after being through so much motion that your stomach, since it has nothing in it, it like you're like you feel like the world's ending.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like you're gonna puke, but you don't, and you're just lying there in a cold sweat. It is the worst feeling. And Gio was driving.
You were about to like throw up out of my car.
And I literally like, and the thing is like, you're super sensitive to sound and anything or like the singular movement. Like anytime you went over a bump, I would go, Gian, drive better. Gian, I didn't even say drive, so I go, Gian, drive better. Gian, drive better. I go, Gian, turn down the radio. And literally, my hand was on my face like this the whole time. I'm like, Gian,
Like
just.
I honestly thought Nicky was gonna die.
Oh, I was ready to.
At that point, I was driving you to the hospital.
Basically, where you could have, and I would have woken up and be like, oh, okay, all right.
All right,
But
it took 10-15 minutes for you to correlate and to get back to
let
reality.
my organs reset themselves.
yeah, get back in
basically.
the right place.
Yeah, and
But-
yeah, I was fine with that. I just needed to get food in my
Yeah,
system.
it's just. I mean, obviously, don't eat right beforehand, but like you know, you get water and like food, and then a few hours later you can go running. But I mean, I find that eating like literally 5 minutes before running is the
No, you
worst
can't
thing.
do that.
Obviously
Give it
not.
like an hour before you're.
Yeah,
good.
yeah, like an hour. So, except for it's like energy like gummies, then you can do like I don't know, like 10-15 minutes. But
Yeah.
so
Or maybe like a protein bar or whatever
Yeah.
people do. Yeah. But no, I'm also trying to do this thing now where obviously like during the day I'm trying to eat healthier. You know, when I went shopping this weekend, I didn't get any snacks or like no chips or bread because I'm trying to lay down on the carbs. I got
well, you can do
chicken,
wheat bread.
steak. I always get wheat bread,
Yeah. So
but it's still bread.
yeah, but you need carbs when you run.
Okay, but I'm getting other sources of protein. I have vegetables, fruits. I
Get
got chicken.
pasta too. That's good cardio.
Yeah, good cardio. You know, literally, every Friday lately, I've been going over to my grandparents' house, and they've always been making pasta.
You've been doing, yeah.
And I've been doing this. I go, Noni, the ravioli looks mozzarella.
Man's waving his hand like the fucking like the meme back in the day, 2017.
Bro,
remember that?
2016 were peak memes, bro. I remember.
God,
Do you remember the Italian memes where it was like Italian UFO? It was just a thing of dough for pizza.
We had a good back in the day.
We did.
Now we're gonna be 22.
Shut up.
Yep.
And here's the thing. Here's why I get like pissed, because like we're only in our early to mid 20s once, and I'm not gonna let COVID fucking ruin that. So again, I'll wear my mask.
Well, don't be an ignorant buffoon
No,
with COVID.
but like if you let me finish, I'll wear my mask. I'm gonna get the booster. I'll follow safety protocols. But I need to do shit. I can't
have fun.
have fun. I can't just
Yeah.
be in the house. Like everything. Like my friends who are in a band now, you know, they were supposed to have shows around maybe like Providence or whatever, and they had to cancel them all because of COVID. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I just want normal life back. And if we have to wear masks and get vaccinated, so be it.
That's how we got to do it, folks. Just obey the CDC. I don't care if you don't trust them. They are literally the lifeline defense, because let's face it, if the zombie apocalypse happened and they were directing, you'd listen to them then. So listen to them now, please. Thank you very much.
All I'll say though is I'm not, you know, take what I say however you want. All I'm saying is that, you know, they fucking a year ago they said we're gonna get a vaccine and we're gonna get COVID cases down and the country's gonna get back up and running.
Well, they
all right, most of us got vaccinated.
Yeah.
Most of us, you know, remained indoors. We wore masks. And look where we are. We're back to square one.
Well, we were also very good last year in the summer 2020 when vaccines started coming around. But because of the Omicron virus and how more spreadable it is, it's
right. I get that.
like that.
But
And
all
so-
I'm saying is that we did what we were told. We did what they
Yeah.
said, and we're just back at square
I mean,
one.
you-
So
you can't-
that's all I'll say.
You can't like you can't predict that. So like that I don't think is on them. So it's just like saying like, oh well, with the vaccine we'll get it down, yeah, but they didn't expect. I mean, obviously they expected variants, but they didn't expect them to come this fast, like the Delta and the Omicron. So, I mean, probably I'm hoping, because God damn it, in March it'll be 2 years since we started quarantine technically.
Mid-March, yeah.
So I'm hoping by this summer, most people are boosted. Most people have their booster shot and wearing masks, and will be like we were in the summer of 2021, and then we'll gradually get rid of that by the end of the year.
Everyone's gonna switch to Boost Mobile, and we'll be on our way. It'll be the fight against 5G.
The T-Virus Mobile. Don't forget Verizon Cron.
Verizon Cron, bro. I'm still to this day. Omicron sounds like a Marvel corporation that like tried to kill Captain America in the 40s. We did have one more thing we wanted to talk about. It was the Joe Gatto thing.
Oh yeah,
Impractical
so
Jokers. You have an article for that? Or
yeah. Well, I know what happened.
Okay.
So if you haven't heard, also on December 31st or December 30th, Joe Gatto from Impractical Jokers has left the group. Now, he made it seem like he was not friends with them anymore, which I don't know why he posted it like that on his Instagram, but basically in his Instagram post, he said that he left the group and will not be doing the show anymore, whether or not they... Because when I went to see Murr at the Rhode Island Comic-Con and I asked him when he was doing his next season, they said that Tuesday, so this was in November. So early November. So they probably did a few seasons in this episode, in December. But then I guess now he's not in the show. But it's also because of personal reasons. I believe that his wife is divorcing him.
Yeah.
Or they're splitting up, and so now he needs to be, in his own words, be a best co-parent and co-father that he can be. So
yeah, they were married for 8 years and they're going their separate ways now.
Yeah, so I mean, it happened. So I mean, good for him for putting his family first, obviously. And obviously, I still hope that, you know, if he's taking this break now, good for him. But maybe a few years down the line, if he's gotten his, you know, everything squared away, he'll come back for some episodes. But obviously, this doesn't mean that they're not friends anymore, obviously, because they've been best friends since high school. So obviously, it's not going to be like that ending. Like, people were saying, like, oh my God, they're not friends anymore. Like, no, that's not what that means. It just means that he's not in the show anymore. So, granted, he was one of the funniest ones in the show, but it is sad to see him. But he does need to take care of his family first, because family comes first.
No, I agree. And I don't think it's the end, because I think they were still going really strong together, and, you know, they're still best buds. I think eventually, when he's in a more comfortable position in his life, you know, if Impractical Jokers is still going on, I definitely could see him returning and saying, you know, I'm back. And, you know, for all the times missed, they put him through all. They make him the loser for every episode for like a whole season, and every episode he just has to do some crazy shit.
Bro, he would do it.
Like, oh, he would. Like, he has to go skydiving, but he has to catch the parachute, you know, mid-air kind of type beat, or
No,
you know,
he
that's completely safe.
Well, that's not what Joe did.
You know,
No.
what? What do you mean? You know,
You
catch
know-
the parachute midair. You know, that's safe. With nothing on your back, you got to catch it. If not, you know, see ya. That's totally safe. You know,
Bro, what the
that's
fuck?
like the.
Bro, what kind of impractical jokers are you thinking of?
I guess it's impractically illegal. I don't know. I actually saw a clip on Twitter real quick. This guy, he was on like a. I don't know what they're called. He was like on a bike, but it had like a propeller, and he was just literally floating in the fucking sky by himself, just chilling there above the clouds. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm about like 600 or 6,000 feet in the sky right now. You know, big chilling. Let's see how fast we go down, and let's see how long it takes us to get to the thing." It was on like a TikTok, and it didn't show the whole video of him landing, but
Bro.
I imagine he's of safe endeavors now.
Hopefully now.
Hopefully, but it was pretty badass. That was cool.
but-
It just reminded me of that. Yeah, we're gonna obviously keep going strong with the podcast. I know, like literally, ever since like this whole seating and like environment change for like our my living room for the setup, it's just been like literally every other week or every week something will happen, or like it's just there hasn't been a normal episode since we first started with the new setup. You know, it's been every other week, which was on me. You know, we did the live stream, and then, this episode will only be semi-normal because Miguel was only here for the first 1/4 of it, and then now he's just not here. So, nonetheless, we're still going to go strong. It's just, we're just in a really weird, awkward position right now, so that's why we're just trying to make the most of it.
Don't worry, the band's not breaking up yet.
Not yet, we're not splitting apart because we got divorced with our wives here or whatever, So, we're still going strong.
Yeah. And then when I date someone and then a few months down the line they break up with me, I'll still be here.
Yeah, you'll still be here. See,
Yeah.
you'll still go strong.
Yeah.
We'll be here for you.
So, but anyways, thank you for listening, watching. We're on Apple Podcasts, we're on Spotify, on Amazon, Google Play, Google Music, whatever it's called, YouTube. I wouldn't be surprised if a clip of us is on a porn site. So, I mean, there's Minecraft videos. So, or the B movie too. So, who's to say that?
I'd be happy with that. All right.
Yeah, I was thinking of one of those comments from like those porn sites, and I'm not gonna mention which one, but everyone knows what I'm talking about.
All of them.
They always are so fucking funny, and it's just us. It's just a clip of our podcast, and then you can cut this out, but and then at the bottom, it's just like, damn, I want to shove my cock in there. Like, it's all normal comments, right? And I'm like, oh my god, this is funny, and there's that one comment that's like, God, I want to shove my cock in there.
Comfortable right now.
All right.
Miguel, I know you're not here, but what are your final words, and what do you have to say to the people watching right now?
I thought so too, Miguel. Yeah, I really think so too.
Those are some deep thoughts.
Yeah.
Shit.